Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a Moonman pen that I ordered a couple of months ago. It took a while to get to me, and that is the Moonman M8. And I like Moonman pens in general, and I love pretty finishes, and I love the wrought-in finishes on, for example, Pilot pens. And this kind of tries to mimic that wrought-in finish, as you can see. So that's one of the reasons I got it. Now, it came in a little envelope. This is the envelope. And when I bought it, I could choose whether I wanted a box with it or not. And it was like $5 more expensive when I got a box. And I throw away pen boxes. So I was like, let's not do a box. I expected the pen to just come wrapped in bubble wrap or something, but it was in this envelope, in this sleevey, and that was it. So no other protection was on it or around it. So I was kind of nervous about how it came out. It is still whole and it is not bent or cracked anywhere. So I guess I was kind of lucky in that. What I want to do today is do a writing sample, of course, show you the pen up close. I'm going to show you some other Moonman pens that I have next to it so you can see size differences and basically just the differences between the pens. So let's go switch a shot. Okay, here we have the Moonman. It's the M8, and I have the finish that is called Purple. I don't know. Like there's light pink flecks in here. I guess that's why it's called purple. But it doesn't really look purple, of course. It's a bunch of flecks, like pearlescent flecks in different colors. There is a gold tone clip, which I kind of wish was silver trim, but it's not. I do really like this clip. It's very functional. And I've been using this at work, so I've been clipping it to a dress or a sweater. And it really does work. I don't know if you can see that at the end of this barrel, there's like a clear section. This pen is definitely coated in some clear acrylic of some sort. And it seems to be a fairly thick coat, which is not bad. It protects this finish, probably. But when I got this pen, it's way bigger than I thought it would be. Like, it feels really thick. And in my mind, it would be like the M100. So this is the M8. The M100 is also a lovely Moonman pen, but it's much thinner. It's slightly more pointy, and it's all around just a smaller pen. So I expected this to be basically the same. And when you look at it, it's like the base of these pens are the same. They're the same length. I don't know if I can show you properly. They're like the same length. This tapers a lot more, so that's why it might look different. This is much lighter and much thinner. Another difference is that the M100 comes with a Schmidt nib. The M8 comes with the Moonman nib. Now, generally, I really enjoy the Moonman nibs. I also like the way they look. But this one has not been great, honestly. Also, this is another situation where you can see that this barrel is really thick. This step down is quite large. And this grip is a lot slimmer. The grip, for me, is still quite thick. So it's not a thin grip. Unscrewing the barrel. I don't know if you can see that. The finish just sticks out a lot. Comes with a converter. I like the converters, they're fine. Just works fine. I have another couple of Moonman pens here. This is, I forgot which one this is. I think it's like the C2. It has a colored resin grip, and then the rest is clear. Also has that Moonman nib. I prefer that nib to the M8 nibs, but it's just a tuning situation, right? So it's not that it's awful or it's scratchy. It's just a little dry for my taste. So if I tune it, it will be fine. This is a T1, also Moonman, has the same kind of nib. This might be, no, it's the same size. Yeah. It is a decent pen. I think I can probably check what I got it for. I think it was $25, which, I mean, it is a pretty pen. There's no denying that. And it's a decent nib. So there's really no complaining. But I've had so many really good Moonman pens that I'm somehow still complaining. I might try to run some brass shims in between these tines of the nib to make sure it flows better. But yeah, let's do writing sample. So this nib does not come with a marking. But I would say this is an M8. It's a medium fine-ish nib. The color of the ink is Robert Oster Bondi blue. Yeah, and it's not, this nib is not super smooth. It's also not really scratchy. It's like in between. And what I've noticed with this pen is that it starts out fairly wet, like the Moonman is fairly wet, and then it dries out after a little bit. So there might be something with the ink flow. But I haven't figured it out yet. It might also just be a bad match ink-wise. But I do like this ink, so I like using it. It sheens red. Side strokes seem a little less broad than downstrokes. I would say this is a stiff nib. I mean, you can push it down, but it's not meant for any type of flexing. The only reason I would do this is to splay the tines a little bit to get the flow a little better. But this is not something you should do in your regular writing. So yeah, this pen is definitely a looker. Like, it's very, very gorgeous. I did expect a little more, like the flecks are not like uniformly spread out. I know I'm like whining about something that I shouldn't whine about because 25 bucks and it's a Rodin-like pen, but yeah. I'm not over the moon. I'm not over the moon, man. Bad joke. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked getting a look at this nice finish. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'll try to answer them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.